I was the 7-year-old in first grade who knew what a stock was. I always liked hanging out in brokerage offices with my dad. Putting on a suit to go do work was like the coolest thing ever. By the way, that's never really changed. That's where the discipline began. And that was really the precursor of what we've created today at Smee Capital Management.
The challenge for him is to pace himself. Our work is a marathon, not a sprint.
Think of all the data we have access to today. I think the edge is not in information, it's in decision making. Do you make better decisions?
Yeah, this market could get really nasty.
What we're trying to really seek on behalf of our investors is wisdom.
You need to do well picking investments for people and managing their money, but you also need to run your business well. And that's where Ridgeline comes in.
Our industry tends to be 25 years behind by nature. Our trading process was lethargic. It was manual. If you tried to do 2 actions in the same day on the same portfolio, you were kind of flying blind. Our dialogue the whole time as we looked at Ridgeline is, can we get to a state of lesser risk and create a way better platform for us to model what we're doing in investor accounts? When we go out to use Ridgeline today, it allows us to continue to make more decisions at faster paces. The speed is just miraculous. We run 2 US-based mutual funds. We also run a non-US mutual fund where we serve investors globally. The problems you have today, they were upstream a long time ago. You just never dealt with them. And so we always think about trying to be 2 to 5 years out in what we're doing. It's really a two-way dialogue with Ridgeline. They would like to do a lot more with large language models and AI. We have to be ready for that. More than embracing new technology, it's just a question of embracing change.
We need technology that even a tech dummy like me can handle.
In the Ridgeline world, one of the first things we did is we ran a block trade, and my dad logged in and he approved it. Congratulations, you just did something that you've never done before. The user doesn't have to go through a massive manual to understand how to use it. This is not a job, this is a way of life. It doesn't matter whether it's a weekday, a weeknight, a weekend. That's what we like talking about, that's what we like thinking about. The first time we went live with Ridgeline, we had a trade that carried over into the weekend. I've never used this Ridgeline software before, but I'm gonna log in via my phone and just see what happens. And it allowed me to get real-time pricing in Australia that night. I'm now waking up in a world where I actually look at our trades real-time on my mobile phone with Ridgeline software, and that's how I check to see where we're at with a trade.
We run about $6.4 billion. We are a public equity manager. We have 17 people. We're officed and headquartered here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Why do we only have 17 people for a firm that runs a little over $6 billion? We want really good people on the bus, and we want to keep them on the bus. I look at it as this is software that will unlock our people to do greater things. One week I could be helping out at Little League like I was yesterday afternoon, and the prior week I was sitting in Hong Kong and Singapore doing business meetings talking about what we're doing in both of our portfolios.
We always want to be lean and mean.
It's not uncommon for us to wake up in unenjoyable markets. We think that risk has never been higher. And ultimately, if you had to sit in a foxhole for 2 years, who do you want to be in the foxhole next to? I think that's what we found in Ridgeline.